Tara Quellhorst in the house, also known as Tara Q, and she's very excited to help you crush it with Reels, going viral, leveraging short form video, could be TikTok, could be YouTube Shorts. The bottom line is she's going to talk about exactly what it takes to get more attention, more eyeballs on your content, creating content in a simple way. And listen, she was an on-camera TV host for over 20 years. She's helping business owners just like you, entrepreneurs just like you, scale their businesses using social media.
We have access to more people when it comes to marketing, when it comes to, like you said, getting more eyeballs on what you do than we've ever had before. And understanding how to take advantage of that is huge. And making more sales and putting more money in your bank account and actually just spending a lot less time around it as well. You can kind of double, triple, quadruple your efforts. If you have looked at something like short form video or going live and you're like, I have to wait to lose the weight. I have to wait for next to hair appointment. I have to wait until I understand the tech better, what trending audio is, or how to find trending audio, or does it even matter? Are we using hashtags? I don't know all of this stuff, so I have to wait. I want to tell you, you are in the same boat as so many people. The majority of the people that I work with one-on-one come to me with those same sort of fears and roadblocks. And guess what? I want to give you some good news today. You don't have to wait. That sounds scary, right? Because what I'm saying is that you could leave today and do this. As soon as this call is over, you could hop on a camera and make a video and it could go well, or it could bomb. The biggest secret of the algorithm, John, consistency is the biggest algorithm hack. The more you post, the more you grow, period. And video is king, whether you like it or not. Video is king right now. So the more video you post, the more you grow. But you have to be honest with yourself what kind of consistency you can sustain, and then do that. If that means you are able to start right now and start simple, do it messy and show up whatever you look like, use a filter, I do, and you can do that once a week, start doing that once a week. If you know you can do that 3 times a week and you just haven't been doing that, start doing that 3 times a week. Don't start by doing it once every day for a week and then go, well, it didn't work and I'm exhausted. That's never going to work. It's not going to work in anything, especially video marketing. The more you post, the more you grow. The better you get at it, the less fear you have around it, the more visibility you're going to get in front of the people who need you. I don't want you to leave thinking, great, now Tara Q said I have to post 1 to 3 reels a day or 1 to 3 TikToks. Not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is you do have to post video because you're not going to be seen by other people if you're not posting video. The more you post, the more you grow. We're going to talk today a little bit about how to get out of your own way so that you can achieve that consistency goal. Different content does different stuff, right? So that's the first thing you want to know. There isn't any type of content that's going to make you go viral every time. And also, going viral is great, right? Because in what world have we ever lived in before where 2 million people can see you, right? I mean, that hasn't existed before this time on planet Earth, right? Maybe a different planet, but not here. So going viral is wonderful, but if you go viral and what you go viral with isn't consistent with what's on your grid or your timeline, it doesn't matter. People literally will follow you. So let's say you've got really cute puppies, right? And your really cute puppies go viral, you get over 1 million views. And you come to me, you say, Tara, I got over 1 million views on this, but no one followed me. But I go over to your profile and all I see on your profile is like, buy my skincare, right? I'm like, nobody followed you because they came for the puppies. So you have to be really intentional about the content you're making. And if you're using social media to grow your business, I always say, like, if you're using social media as like a very time-consuming hobby, you don't have to listen to this anymore. You can log off, goodbye, enjoy. I'm not for you. But if you want to use social media to actually put more money in your bank to grow your business, then we have to stop treating it like a diary.
That wouldn't be a post. That wouldn't go on the news feed. That wouldn't be like, I mean, it's like, let me spend all this time posting a reel. And it's like, dude, no one cares about that at all. Like, that's just, it's uninteresting. Yeah.
Uninteresting. Doing your stories all day long. Your stories are like your reality television show. John is absolutely right. You get it. That's so cool that you said that. Thank you so much. Do it in your stories all day long. The stories is where you nurture the relationships with the people that you've met on these spaces, right? So, but when it comes to your grid is like your storefront, right? And so if you went up to the Macy's storefront in New York and it was like cats and sweaters and coffee and, not that you get coffee at Macy's. You get the analogy. I just wanted coffee. So you might be confusing, but next door to that, if there's a coffee shop that just says coffee, then I'm like, great, I'm going in there and buying my coffee, right? So you want your grid to be super clear, and we need to stop treating our grid like it is a diary, unless it goes right along with the people in your niche. It goes right in that pocket, then you're doing a good job. If you are serving the people that you can serve with your product, with your services, with your love, your heart, who you are as a community leader, if that falls right into where your day-to-day family is right now, then by all means use it. Does that make sense?
Yeah. I mean, it makes a lot of sense too, because like the people that we have on our team that are crushing it the most, you know, either they have a very specific niche around fitness or menopause or energy, whatever it is, and anti-aging. And then some of the content is the product they represent. It is the product that they're really wanting to push, the hero product. But then, of course, they talk about other things that have nothing to do with their current business or their primary income, but it's still value-based. And I think that's a really important place to you know, you want to get to that place where people, like you said, land on your page and they know, okay, I'm going to follow this person because they're bringing value, and it's a very specific type of value.
There's a lot of ways to learn how to do this. There are courses, there are people like me that teach you how to do it just on my Instagram, right? For free, right? Or people that say, I'm too old, like I said, or all these excuses, they don't line up for me. What I hear at the end of the day is my ego isn't allowing me to grow my business.
Yep.
And so there needs to be a way that we can bridge that gap so that you can get in front of people.
What do you say to the people that are like, I don't have anything valuable to say, or I'm not an expert? What are your tips for those people?
I love this.
People too. They're like, I don't know what to post. I don't know what my videos should be about. I'm uninteresting. I have nothing interesting to say. Now we know it's not true, but I want to hear what you advise those people to do.
Well, you wouldn't be here on planet Earth if you were uninteresting, in my opinion. I think that everybody is special and unique and so cool. I would also say, who are you selling to? Right. And what is it that they're into? And how can you help them? What is it that you're dealing with? Like this is actually what I would say. If you and I got stuck in an elevator, or we're caught in an airport on a layover, and we're just hanging out, and you get a chance to help me. I don't know what that means, but you get a chance to help me with something that you're naturally an expert at. What is that thing? How can you speak to your target audience? I'll give you my example. I was just, when it comes to value can be confusing to a lot of people. Like, post valuable stuff, what the hell does that mean? What it means is, how does it help the person on the other end of the screen? Don't show up unless that's what you're doing, guys. Once again, with all the love in my heart, I really don't care about you. I care about me. I like me more than I like you. So if you show up and help me, I'm likely to follow you and buy your stuff.
What is it that you're an expert at, and how can you share that with the world? And if like you just feel like you're funny, you can start there. And then you don't have to start a new account. That's a big misconception, at least with Instagram. I don't know about TikTok. I'm not as versed in growing a new account in TikTok like I am in Instagram, but I do know on Instagram and in Facebook, don't start a new account, just keep the same account, because if you look at a grid, people aren't going back that far. So once you get like 9 up, that's all they see anyway. So you can start over. You want to post short form video, Reels or TikToks or YouTube. The platforms are still pushing them out because they're competing with each other. You don't have to understand the business behind it, but I will tell you, if you post short form video, you're going to get a lot more traction, a lot more visibility, and a lot more leads than just pictures and words alone.
The top people also happen to be live every day. Now, maybe live every day isn't going to be, you know, for you in the beginning, maybe lives don't make sense because you're just getting started or you don't have a lot to say. But eventually, I mean, even if it was just 5 minutes, right? In the morning, get ready with me. I mean, making breakfast, like, we overthink it so much, but I'd be curious to hear, what are your tips on live? Do you recommend it? We'd love to hear some advice there.
You're going to grow faster with short form videos. You're going to grow the amount of people that follow you with short form video. Live is where you're going to keep them there. We want them to know why they're there with you. So I decided that my niche was going to be baseball mom humor, because guess what? A lot of the other baseball moms end up being my target audience. They have their own businesses. They might be like you. They're in network marketing, or they're in digital marketing, or they're have a brick and mortar here, right? So if I am, though, a baseball mom, and baseball mom humor, the shares are wild. And if I can get that many shares and then bring them into my world and also show them in my world what I do, then they're going to trust me because they go, she's just like me, right? So we always, in network marketing and a lot of business, we always talk about the like, know, and trust factor. And what we're talking about here is really showing people behind the skit, right? Behind the avatar. Like that you want them, you don't want them to think you're perfect. You want them to know that you are a real human being, but what you have to offer them solves a problem they have. What can you relate to your target avatar in that maybe you're going through? Mine, it was sports, so I leaned in the sports stuff. And the sports stuff is when I started popping off virals left and right. And talking about the formula for viral, what worked for me there is remixing. Now, you can call it duetting, remixing. Remixing is when you find a video that someone else made. And I told John, I have examples of this. We can put them in the comments so you can see what I'm talking about. But it's, for me, the most viral piece of content I've ever had has been on Instagram. It's like almost hit 20 million, it's 19.3 million or something. And it's just footage from a baseball game, and then it's my reaction. But there is a story in that. There's a hook because the video game footage, and then there's a reaction that I have that's very relatable to other moms. That's a really simple way to get started, is reaction videos to stuff that you can relate to, but you have to think about it. You have to be, it has to be also maybe something your target audience can relate to. So you're pulling them in. Does that make sense?
But the only way you're going to figure that out, it's not watching other people. It's not reading books. It's not going through a course. All that stuff helps. But it really is just testing and tweaking, testing and tweaking, testing and tweaking. And eventually you'll have a video pop off and you're like, oh, snap. Like, I need to do this more often. I mean, it really is fun because now you have all these conversations, followers, comments, and you could start to connect with those people and build those relationships. The reason we talk about this all the time, the reason I wanted to have Tara on is because this is such, like, you don't have to do short form videos, but you also don't have to generate leads. You don't have to grow in business. You don't have to rank advance. You don't have to grow your bank account. You can just suck. You can just like have a terrible experience, and you can just cold call people. You can just walk around the shopping mall, talk to anybody within 3 foot. We call it the 3 foot rule. You could do that, or you could learn to do what Tara's talking about.
This isn't about being trendy or getting, what this is about is smart marketing. This is about getting in front of the most people with the least amount of time. And you should be having fun. I always say, if we're not having fun making our video content, whether you're live or doing short form video, then you're not doing it right. So, and that's why I said, what is it you're an expert about? What do you like naturally talking about? If we're stuck in an elevator, or we're stuck in an airport, and you're just going to tell me about something that lights you up, that might be the best place to start, because you don't have to research. You don't have to do any. And building your brand really is around showing people all the parts of your personality. So here's one of my secrets. Speaking of AI, as we're heading into the world of AI created content, humanizing yourself is going to be more important than ever before, because people innately want to connect with other humans, and they're going to be looking for that connection in social media. So if you've been waiting to look or be perfect, you're actually too late. That was like 2017. We're now in a place where we want you to be real and authentic. And we want you to help us understand ourselves better, right? Leaning into storytelling is huge, but doing it in a short, succinct way where you can grab someone's attention, keep them there, and help them with something is also huge. Humor is a great way to do that. If you and your spouse are funny together, lean into marriage humor. If you have a best friend, my best friend Holly and I do this all the time. If you have a best friend or a dog that you're funny with, lean into that humor. Lean into something that's going to make you relatable to your audience, and start there. And then maybe work yourself up to sales. We're seeing a lot of sales right now online, you guys. So the quicker you get comfortable with this, the better it's going to be for your business. Don't look at it just as a way to get leads, although it's the best way that I still gain leads. Look at it as a way to back up you are who you say you are. You say you can help people with this product, back it up.